Please welcome to the stage the panel members, Mr. Hendrik Gordenker, Chairman JERA, Mr. Brian Pugh, Chief Operations Officer, BP, Lower 48, Mr. Andrew Gould, Partner, CSL Capital Management, and your moderator for the session, Miss Helen Robertson, Petroleum Economist.
I think you'll all agree that over the past day and a half or so, we've gained some really fascinating insights into essentially the future of the energy industry, how it's going to look, and especially the role that technology, artificial intelligence, data, and digitalization are already playing and will continue to play in terms of driving the sector forward. From what I've seen over the past 2 days, the future of the oil and gas industry is digital, more efficient, and greener. But what we're here to discuss now is the next chapter for the oil and gas industry.
We're also seeing, again, the technology come in, and that technology is allowing the existing wells. And there are hundreds of thousands of existing wells that have been drilled over the last 50 years. Obviously, the last 10 years have been the horizontal wells and that have been fractured. And a lot of those wells still aren't fully optimized. And the technology that's being discussed, a lot of the technology that BHGE's been sharing with everyone, it's out there, it's starting to come online. And what that's doing for us is we're seeing up to 20% plus increases in productivity out of those wells.
The people who said that the decline of non-OPEC, non-North America may outweigh shale's ability to compensate may come true. And as a lot of people have been warning, and I agree with them, if there is not an acceleration in the FID of new projects this year and next, then we could have a squeeze in the sort of 2020, 2021 period. The reason the market has taken no account of geopolitics in the last 4 years is because of the huge inventory and the perceived ability of shale. And it is always a fact in downturns in the industry that productivity and efficiency improve because they have to. Mm-hmm. And therefore, what you've seen in the 80s and 90s through the use of the internet, computerization, communications, this time around it's going to be done through digitalization. And yes, it's going to improve productivity, it's going to improve recovery rates, it's going to improve uptime, it's going to improve all sorts of things. But I certainly think that when you start to look at the next generation of long-term projects, there are huge cost savings that are going to be made, not so much in the execution, but more in the design phase. Mm-hmm. So, I think that you will see new long-term projects, but they're actually going to be done cheaper and much more efficiently than they were in the period post-2007 and to 2014.
But we need some more variety in the market. We have a lot more variety coming in on the demand side. Now the supply side also can play in this game.
Look, we can't rely on the workforce that's brought us to this point, totally. Now, again, partnering that technology and the analytics with our existing experience is incredibly powerful, and we're seeing that through augmented reality and different technologies that we've rolled out in the field. But at the same time, we have to have different thought. And that's where we are at Lower 48. We are aggressively recruiting people from different backgrounds, from different ways of thinking, from different industries, because a lot of this has already been done in other industries, at least to some extent. And we've got to be better at leveraging that talent that's out there in all forms to do that. And I think diversity, it makes it a lot easier because the pool, these other industries have developed a lot more diverse workforce, and we can tap into that yet, because I don't think we've really had the conversations that need to be had in the boardrooms and with the executives and with the employees on what is it going to take to power the future of the energy industry. And it's not transactional. It's not people going and turning things and manually doing things and sifting through data. It's going to be about problem solving, solving new problems creatively, working on multidiscipline teams. And again, we do a lot of that, but we're not good enough yet.
Having ways of running the operations in a more economical and reliable way, understanding the problems before they happen. And also, as I mentioned, the smaller scale of technology as another option for the LNG business. This is an important area of potential.